looking at the most exciting innovation in long distance since the telephone.
This is my telephone, so what's exciting?
Sprint, because Sprint can save you up to 50% on long distance using just your push-button phone.
Oh, sure.
Sprint specializes in long distance.
I could use the specialist.
Well, if long distance is costing you $25 a month or more, call Sprint.
What's that number?
800-521-4949. Sprint, the long distance specialist.
Astrocade, the professional video game system that gives you 4-player capability, 3 built-in games, a calculator, and these new cartridges, Creative Crayon. Even the young can make beautiful pictures. The Incredible Wizard has a dungeon of surprises for you. You can even create your own games with Astrocade Basic, the easy computer teaching cartridge. Astrocade, the home entertainment sensation that's a personal computer, too.
In Japan, people demand a lot from a 35mm camera. That's why thousands of Japanese have gone beyond ordinary automatic 35s to the Pentax ME Super. The ME Super is really 2 cameras. On manual, you use it like a professional camera. But on automatic, it's as easy to use as any 35. The Pentax ME Super. One reason we sold more 35 SLR cameras than any other company in Japan, or in the world.
On the Tuesday night super movie at 7, Paul Newman and Henry Fonda star in the classic drama, Never Give an Inch.
Now, that ain't no new truck, but I sure do feel better.
Never give an inch. That's the old Stamford motto, isn't it?
Never Give an Inch. Tuesday night super movie at 7 on KPLR TV, Channel 11. Live from the newsroom of KPLR TV, Channel 11, this is a Newswatch update.
Good evening. The war is continuing in the Falkland Islands tonight. Britain has claimed to have shot down 7 more Argentine planes as those planes attacked the British positions on East Falkland Island. Britain is denying Argentine news reports that the key troop carrier, Canberra, has been damaged, although there are indications that several British ships may have been damaged. There are indications that the fighting will continue full scale, at least for the time being. In Washington, the battle of the budget is continuing. President Reagan had an informal news conference today, criticizing House Speaker Tip O'Neill, calling him a demagogue. Mr. Reagan also put in a pitch for the budget proposal which he supports in the Senate. The trial of the man charged with shooting President Reagan, John Hinckley Jr., continues with the defense ready to rest its case. One defense witness today said that Hinckley does not realize the magnitude of his act, believes he did wrong, but is sorry and believes he should be forgiven. And the United States Supreme Court is going to hear appeals on the power of state and local governments to place limits on abortions. Now this.
To Ronald Reagan, we leave a recession. Inflation at 12.4% and rising. Gas prices sky high. Government spending money like it was going out of style. We also...
When the past president left office, Ronald Reagan inherited all the problems. So far, he and the Republicans have cut the growth of government spending and brought inflation down.
To the Republicans in Congress, we leave the real problem.
Republicans are beginning to make things better.
In sports, the baseball Cardinals are beginning a 3-game series with the Giants in San Francisco tonight, smarting from yesterday's loss with the Dodgers. The final game of the MISL Championship Series will be held in New York. St. Louis Steamers going against the Arrows Wednesday. And another championship series, this one in the NBA, gets underway Thursday. Philadelphia takes on Los Angeles in Philadelphia. The weather forecast for the St. Louis area, Christine Buck says there's a chance of a thunder shower tonight and again tomorrow. The overnight low will be in the 60s, tomorrow's high in the mid-70s. Right now it's 72 degrees in St. Louis. I'm Bill Reese. Have a very good evening.
This has been a live Newswatch update. For all the latest news, sports, and weather, you can count on Newswatch. Nightly at 9:30 and Sunday nights at 9 on KPLR TV, Channel 11. The 3D movie has been brought to you in part by the 7-Up Bottling Company of St. Louis, bottlers of IBC root beer. The perfect way to great root beer flavor is as simple as IBC. And by St. Louis 106 KWK. and by Astrocade, the home entertainment sensation that's a personal computer, too. We hope you've enjoyed tonight's super movie. Join us tomorrow night when a family of independent Oregon loggers refuse to go on strike and never give an inch. Tuesday night super movie at 7 on KPLR-TV, Channel 11.
Personnel will begin a series of mandatory psychological examinations. I think I probably did okay in a written part. Good. Yeah, I just copied Squiggy's paper.
Oh.
Are you paranoid?
I'm German.
Tuesday night at 6 on KPLR-TV, Channel 11. Gregory Peck takes to the skies in 12 O'Clock High as War Week begins on Monday's Midnight Movie on KPLR-TV, St. Louis.
From Hollywood, here's the game where knowledge is king and Lady Luck is queen. It's The Joker is Wild. And now, here's the host of the show, Jack Barry.
Thank you very much, and a very cordial welcome once again to The Joker is Wild. When we left our last program, like they say, a cliffhanger. We were about to play for an automobile in the 5th game of a contestant's winning streak, and then our time ran out. So we're going to find out about that right now as Charlie O'Donnell introduces the champion and the challenger.
Our champion, whose winnings total over $11,525 in cash and prizes. He's a musician, and his interests are reading, backgammon, and stardom. Alan Johnson. And his opponent, a high school counselor. His interests are sports, politics, and philosophy. Ralph White.
Alan Johnson and Ralph Wright, welcome back to the program. Alan, in past programs, you've won 4 games. You've won $11,525, but this is the big one. This is your 5th game. You win this one, you win an automobile, another crack of the devil. Who knows, you could end up with $16,000, $17,000, $18,000. In the past programs, you've said you would like to be a star. Are you getting to feel like one?
The more money I get, the more starry-eyed I get.
You're getting very, very close. Ralph, you'd like to stop this guy, wouldn't you?
I think Alan has earned enough bus fare that he doesn't need a car.
This might turn out to be a very interesting match. On the last program, Ralph, we talked about your appearances and that several of your friends say that you look like Norm Nixon, the famous Lakers basketball star. But you said in response to that you're about a foot shorter and how much, $400,000 poorer?
About $400,000 poor, give or take $1 or $2.
Yeah. Well, you could give or take $1 or $2 in this program as well, but you have to give some answers before you can take some money. Okay. Let me show you both the categories that will be used in this 5th game for Alan Johnson. They are Fast Forward TV, I'll explain that in a moment, followed by Abe Lincoln, then we have Love and Marriage, Rivers, and finally Films of the 70s. Play carefully, gentlemen. A lot's at stake. You're up first, Ralph. Good luck.
Let's get some jokers.
Films of the 70s, Love and Marriage, and a pair.
Jack, I'll take Love and Marriage for 100, please.
Are you a married man, incidentally?
Indeed, I am.
Nice, huh?
My anniversary was 3 days ago.
3 days ago. All right. You're not saying which anniversary, of course.
My second.
Second anniversary. Well, for your second anniversary, I have one question. California politician Tom Hayden is married to one of Hollywood's most talented actresses. What's Mrs. Hayden's more famous last name?
Fonda.
Jane Fonda, yes, you have $100. On your march to the automobile, Alan Johnson, good luck.
Jokers, 3 jokers.
Joker, Films of the 70s, a big one.
Okay, Jack, I'll take Films of the 70s for $200.
In a 1976 film remake, a huge monster falls in love with a woman played by actress Jessica Lange. Name the monster and you name the film.
King Kong.
Right, you have $200. Score at the end of round one, 100 to 200. Alan's on his way to the car. Ralph?
Jokers.
Joker, Rivers, and Love and Marriage.
Let's try Love and Marriage again, Jack, for 100.
You like Love and Marriage, right?
Indeed.
Actress Marilyn Monroe was married to baseball great Joe DiMaggio, as well as one of America's great playwrights. He was Arthur who?
Miller.
Yes, Arthur Miller, right. You have $200. Alan?
Come on, 3 jokers, 3 jokers.
Rivers, Joker, and a triple.
Oh, I'll take Rivers for 200, Jack.
But you don't like it, right?
Not particularly, no.
Okay. Caution the audience, a lot's riding out here. Please, if you do know the answer, please do not call it out. This English river runs past the town where playwright William Shakespeare was born. For $200 more, which would bring you to $400, name that English river.
The Thames?
No, that is not correct. $200 to you, Ralph, if you can tell me.
Is that the Thames, Jack?
No, it's not either. It's neither the Thames or the Thames or the Tims or the Toms. It's a river called Avon. Remember, he was known as the Bard of the Avon.
Right.
Score still tied, 200 apiece. We'll find out who wins it in just a moment.
Hi, I'm Dave Sinclair, the South County Ford dealer. On top of all the rebates and incentives, we now have a hailstorm and 200 to 300 damaged cars. We're going to do the same thing we did 8 years ago when I had a lot full of dimpled cars. I gave the customers all the insurance money. We've got slightly dimpled new cars and trucks and used cars and trucks. And I'll give you every dollar the insurance company gives me. All regular warnings are still good, so hurry and save. Thank you, and here's my address.
Got a problem?
Roaches.
Looks like you've got another problem. Aerosol fumes.
You got a better idea?
New No Pest, a powerful liquid roach killer and a trigger sprayer.
So what's new about that?
No aerosol fumes. No Pest Home insect control kills roaches for weeks without fumes.
That is new. No roaches, no fumes, no pests.
Now you've got the idea.
Get out of here.
No roaches, no fumes.
No pest.
In the land of Dairy Queen, we treat you right.
It's a short journey to where everything is pure, smooth, and delightful. And all around, it's light, cool, and creamy.
Come discover the one place where good taste comes through.
Discover the delightful Dairy Queen Sundae.
In the land of Dairy Queen, we treat you right.
I had sold the bird to her. It was absolutely pig fat. I mean, there was a crease in its midsection. When she returned the bird to me 2 weeks later to look at it, it was so thin you could have used it for a razor blade. Birds do not turn that thin within a 24-hour period.
Was the bird fat when you first bought it?
No, not that fat.
Not that fat?
No, I would say I could feel
plump?
its... No, not really. I could feel the ribs.
Was it skinny?
No, I would say lean.
Monday night at 10:30 on KPLR-TV, Channel 11.
In this fifth and critical game for Alan Johnson, if he should be fortunate enough to win it, here is what he'd get.
For your driving enjoyment, it's a brand new car!
Right now, it's all tied up, 200 apiece. Ralph, it's your turn again.
All right, jokers.
Joker, Rivers, and a triple.
Jack, I'm going to go off the board and take Fast Forward TV for 100.
Good play. Good play. He's going off the board. He's taking Fast Forward TV, which means he can answer as many questions as he wants, each of them worth $50. You can stop whenever you want. You can go all the way. You might even win the game. Here for $50 is your first question. The TV character Mork, M-O-R-K, Mork, traveled to Earth from Ork in an eggshell. In which American state did Mork's egg land?
California?
Nope. $50 if you can tell me, Alan.
Colorado.
Colorado is right. You have $250. Your spin.
Jokers!
Fast Forward TV, Abe Lincoln, and a pair.
I'll take Fast Forward TV for 50, Jack.
Okay. 5 correct answers would win you the game and an automobile, but you can stop whenever you wish. Number 1, Former football star Merlin Olsen pretends to be a priest to keep the government from closing the orphanage that he runs in an abandoned Wild West saloon. The show for $50 is entitled Father Who?
Murphy.
Yes, right. You have $300. Want to stop with $300 or go for $350?
I'll go on.
Going on. Actor Jack Klugman portrays a TV doctor who gave up his private practice to become a medical examiner for the coroner's office. What is the doctor's last name?
Quincy.
Right, you have $350. Want to stop with $350 or go for $400?
I'll go for $400, Jack.
Name the TV adventure series on which David Jansen portrayed Dr. Richard Kimball.
The Fugitive.
Right, you have $400. You can stop with $400 or go to $450. If you miss, you go right back to $250.
I'll go on.
For $450, characters named Lumpy Rutherford, Eddie Haskell, and Ward Cleaver all appeared on a silly sitcom of the 60s. For $450, name the show.
Leave It to Beaver.
You were right. You have $450. Big decision now. You go for the car, or do you protect yourself at $450 so that in case you miss it, you don't go back to $250?
I'll go on.
He's going on. Okay. For all the marbles. In 1981, a TV situation comedy debuted with this unlikely premise. A 1,600-year-old magician winds up running a service station in San Francisco. You are nodding your head as though you know the answer, and if you do, including an automobile, you will be winning $17,725. Name the show.
Mr. Merlin.
You win $17,725. Congratulations, Al. You just won yourself $17,725, and listen to Charlie O'Donnell as he tells you about the car.
Alan, for your driving pleasure, from Sean Law Chevrolet, it's this brand new car! Compliments of the Joker's Wild!
Well, Alan, how do you feel?
Fantastic, Jack.
You should feel good. We'll hear more about your feelings in just a moment, but I don't know, Ralph doesn't want to stand here and hear all about your feelings. He would rather go backstage and sulk a little bit, and I don't blame him. He played very, very well. He didn't miss any questions, particularly except the Thames and the Toms and the Tims. But backstage, we'll see nice consolation prizes. A nice hand for Ralph White. I know he's disappointed. Well, Alan, tell us about your feelings at this moment.
It's absolutely unfathomable, Jack. I've been taking the bus ever since I first went to interview for the Joker's Wild, and my car broke down. So I've been taking the RTD, and it's a bit harrowing with all of the activities that I have, going from the church to the bar, from the church to the bar. You know.
Which do you feel helped you the most here, the church or the bar?
Well, I think I get a little from each one.
I'm sure you do. And not only have you won and are winning $17,725, but speaking of the church, you get a chance now to play again against the devil. Come on over here and try. You know how to do this now. If you can avoid that devil up there and get to $1,000, I'll give you the $1,000 and these gifts.
Alan, the two gifts in this package will inspire a little romance. First, Alan, what could be more romantic than diamonds? So we want the lady in your life to have this gift worth over $1,900, this stunning diamond pendant. From Cremens, this beautifully designed 14-karat gold pendant featuring 13 full-cut fine-quality diamonds, jewelry to wear with pride from Cremens. And then, Alan, we have a very special trip planned for you, where you can enjoy a moonlit evening on the romantic island of Jamaica. We're flying you to Jamaica, the island paradise of the Caribbean. Jamaica's ideal climate and beautiful beaches make it an ideal vacation resort year-round. While there, you'll stay at the Runaway Bay Hotel and Golf Club, a Fitzroy International Hotel on the most beautiful beaches of Jamaica. Golf, tennis, horseback riding, sailing, gracious dining, and exciting entertainment. The Runaway Bay Hotel and Golf Club. This romantic package is worth in cash and prizes over $4,400.
This will put you over the $20,000 mark. Give him a spin. Come on. You have $225. Oh, that's a good one.
I'm going to keep going.
75. wasn't to be this time, but hey, you've had some pretty good luck. You win $17,725, and now we start another series of 5. Game number 6 coming up. A nice hand for Alan. Who will he play against, Charlie?
Jack, a stationery manufacturer. She recently married, and her interests are antique fabrics, cooking, and old movies. Meet Melody Blake.
Hello, Melody. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you, Jack.
Tell us about your stationery business.
Well, I'm excited about it because most of the designs are my own, and the business is fairly new, and it's doing well.
And in addition to that, you are also a newlywed?
Yes, that's true.
How long have you been married?
It's been 3 months.
Isn't that nice? And backstage, I met a very attractive young lady, friend of yours from the Hee-Haw show, Diane Goodman.
Yeah.
Yes. How do you come? Were you in show business as well?
No.
No. You just friends on a personal basis?
We had friends in Dallas, and she was from Georgia, and we got together there.
Isn't that nice? Well, we're delighted to have you both here. And Melody, we want you to sing out some answers on these categories. Here they are. Categories are All About Books, followed by female vocalists. Then we have Alphabet Soup, tourist spots, and finally U.S. history. On Alphabet Soup, all the answers will begin with the letter R. Your spin, Melody. Good luck.
Feel lucky.
All About Books, Joker, and tourist spots.
Jack, I'll take tourist spots for 100.
Visitors to this Italian island named Capri delight in viewing a beautiful cave, which was formed by the pounding waves of the Mediterranean. The cave is called the Blue what?
Is it Lagoon?
No. $100 if you can tell me, Alan.
The Blue Rocks.
Nope, that's closer. It's called the Blue Grotto. The Blue Grotto.
Yeah, right.
Your spin, Alan.
Come on, 3 jokers.
Alphabet Soup, U.S. history, and female vocalists.
Okay, I'll take Alphabet Soup for 50.
The quote, "A jug of wine, a loaf of bread, and thou," comes from a poem by Persian poet Omar Khayyam. Beginning with the letter R, what is the poem called?
The Rubaiyat.
Yes, the Rubaiyat of Omar Khayyam. You got $50, and we'll take a little moment here to do a time check. We'll be right back.
Of all the fishing gear you'll see this year, there's only one spin cast reel made in America that gives you easy, no backlash fishing, a smooth, adjustable drag, a line-saving ceramic guide, and comes with this rugged fiberglass rod with a comfortable contoured handle. It's the Johnson Century, America's quality spin casting outfit. And now, the way your dealer's selling it,
it's the deal of the century.
Central Hardware, Grandpa Pigeons, and participating True Value.
Hi. Just look at Mallory's block-long used car lot. Wall-to-wall cars and everything you want, and the price you want to pay. This 80 Buick Regal with power and air, just $49.95. A 79 Ford Pinto hatchback with power and air, just $37.95. An 81 Olds front-wheel drive Omega with power and air, $59.85. And a 77 Malibu with power and air, just $26.80 at Mallory Buick, the best place in town to buy a used car.
Working in this fresh air makes me feel really good. Really thirsty, too. I look to one thing for that thirst. New improved Nest Tea. Nest Tea's as natural as all outdoors. Because now Nest Tea slow brews its tea, just like the sun does, for clear, fresh brewed taste and color. If you're looking for natural, sunny tasting iced tea, you're looking at it right now. New slow brewed Nest Tea. There's nothing like it under the sun.
Thank you, St. Louis, for making us tops in town last year. I'm Harry Slyman.
And I'm Bob Slyman. We're looking forward to another year of being on top.
Because we won't knowingly be undersold on Frigidaire quality appliances. That's why more of you came to Slyman Brothers last year. Shop Tipton, shop Pat Riley, shop Sears. But before you buy, come see Slyman Brothers. We won't sacrifice quality or service for low prices. Try us. You'll like us.
Buy Frigidaire appliances at Slyman's 5 great locations. We'll return to the big money excitement of the Joker's Wild in just a moment.
Welcome to the Missouri Check Cashing Centers, from headquarters for cashing payroll, Social Security, public aid, insurance, even tax refund checks, plus free money orders to pay all your bills without the bother of writing checks. In appreciation of your business, we'll give you valuable free coupons with check cashing, money orders, whatever. Save 6 coupons and choose from these fabulous LCD digital quartz watches at a super low $888. Missouri Check Cashing Centers, your friendly neighbors at 5184 Martin Luther King and 3515 Page.
When I make a burger at Dairy Queen, I treat you right. 'Cause I make the burgers at Dairy Queen the way you like. With more burger than bun, 100% pure beef. More burger than bun, any size you wanna eat. When I make a burger, do I treat you right? Do I treat you right? You bet I do.
When we make a burger at Dairy Queen, we treat you right.
Okay, score is 0 to 50, and it's your spin again, Melody Blake.
Ready.
U.S. history, alphabet soup, and tourist spots.
Jack, I'll take tourist spots again.
For 50. I'm touring the third largest country in South America, and I'm amazed by the towering snow-covered Andes Mountains. I plan to visit the ruins of Machu Picchu to see the historic Inca city. Which country am I visiting?
You were in Peru.
Peru is correct, and you have $50. Very good. Alan?
Come on, I need some jokers.
Alphabet soup, female vocalists, and tourist spots.
Okay, I'll take alphabet soup for 50, Jack.
Legend has it that this English explorer placed his coat over a puddle so that Queen Elizabeth could pass. Beginning with R, what's his last name?
Raleigh.
Sir Walter Raleigh. Yes, you have $100. Melody.
Need a joker.
Joker, alphabet soup.
For $200, alphabet soup, Jack.
This mathematical term means the line that extends from the center of a circle to the circle's edge. Beginning with R, what is the term?
The radius.
Yes, right. You're up $250. Alan?
Come on, jokers, I need some help now.
About books, and a triple.
I'll take about books for 200, Jack.
A 1950 novel by W. Somerset Maugham tells of Philip Carey, an orphan who struggles for independence and finds happiness as a country doctor. The novel is entitled Of Human What?
Bondage.
Yes, right. You have $300. Melody.
Need a joker.
About books, tourist spots, and a joker.
I'll try about books for 100.
Private Eye Sam Spade first appeared in literature in a 1930 detective novel about the theft of a statue carved in the shape of a bird. The novel's title is The Maltese what?
Falcon.
Right, and you have $350. Alan.
Come on, 3 jokers.
Tourist spots, female vocalists, all about books.
Not getting real big spins, am I? Let's have tourist spots for 50, Jack.
The Canadian province, whose Latin name means New Scotland, has been nicknamed Canada's Ocean Playground because of its many seaside resorts. Name that Canadian province.
Nova Scotia.
Yes, right. It's a tie game of $350 apiece. Melody.
Let's go.
Joker, female vocalist, and a triple.
For $200, Jack, female vocalist.
Did you say for 200?
Mm-hmm.
Correct answer will win you the game, except that Alan gets a final spin, and he could win the game. And if you miss the question, he's got $350. He could win the game that way, so try not to miss it. She won back-to-back Grammy Awards with her recordings Where Is the Love and Killing Me Softly with His Song. For $550 and a possible victory, what is her last name?
Flack.
Roberta Flack. You have $550.
Okay, come on now.
It all comes down to this. You have to get 3 jokers in order to beat her. A triple will tie her. Anything short of that, and we have a new champion named Melody Blake. It's your spin, Alan.
Come on, jokers.
Female vocalist, joker, and nope, you win the game, Melody Blake. Congratulations, Melody. You're the champion. You've won $550, and this time we'll give you a chance to spin against the devil. Well, Alan, as we say so often, you're no loser, boy. You're a winner.
Right.
And a big one.
Right.
And you could, if we had it here, you could ride home with one of your winnings.
Right.
No more buses for you, right?
Right. That's
Whether
right.
you go to the church or the bar, right?
Exactly.
When you go to the bar, go back to the bus. Don't take the car, okay?
Okay.
You leave this program with our good wishes. You've been a marvelous contestant, showed a lot of knowledge and skill, and you leave with prizes totaling $17,725. Congratulations. Melody, come on over and face the devil. Congratulations. Congratulations, Melody.
Thank you.
You've just won $550, and as you know, a few moments ago, Alan Johnson lost the gold diamond pendant, a trip to Jamaica, and if he would have gotten to $1,000, he would have had $4,400 of cash and prizes. All that is available to you now. All you have to do is avoid the devil and get to $1,000. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Give him a spin. First spin gets you $150, $25, and $50. That's $225. What are you going to do?
Go.
All right, give him a spin. You have $100, $25, and $25. $275. Is that your husband out in the audience?
I haven't seen him yet.
Yeah, where? Is her husband out here? She says she hasn't seen him out here. Oh? No, he's not here. Okay, give me. You want to stop or go?
I want to go.
Okay, risking $375. 75, 50, and 100. $500. Risking $600, excuse me. 50, 75, and 150. You're at $875. Risking it all. This could be it. 75. I'm very sorry. It was not to be this time. However, you are winning $550, and if you win another game, you can come back and win those prizes. Go on over and see if you can do it. Who will she play against, Charlie?
Jack, a secretary. Her interests are bowling, crocheting, and reading. Meet Betty Tongate.
Hi, Betty.
Hi.
Tell us about your family.
I'm married and I have a husband named John and a little boy named Johnny. And I've got a couple people here with me. I have my mother-in-law May and my best friend Shannon.
Very nice. So you have a John and a Johnny in your house?
Mm-hmm.
We have several Johns in our house. Oh, that's the kind of audience this is, eh? I want to ponder about that for just a moment. And Betty, you say, what does your husband do?
He's a house painter.
A house painter. Very good. Well, ladies, I want to do a time check to see if we have time to start a game, actually. I'll let you know about it in just a moment, okay?
An 82 Chevette for $98.77 a month. That's right, and that's just one of the revolutionary buys in my new North County Don Reed Chevrolet. We're like a big warehouse for both Missouri and Illinois. We're loaded with Chevys, including the hard-to-get T-tops, sport cars, and everyday family cars at warehouse car pricing. Like this Chevette at $98.77 a month, based on a $48.95 price. Yes, warehouse car pricing is here, so trade now at Don Reed Chevrolet, 367 north of 270.
It's so grand to have that man around the house.
Dependability is what we're all about. For siding, roofing, window systems, all your home improvement wishes, you'll always get the workmanship that counts.
Yes, at St. Clair Corporation, you can depend on us for reliable service and expert workmanship on every job we do. And remember, almost 100 years of experience stands behind every job. That's why
It's so grand to have that man around the house.
All day, all night, all nice. KEZK, FM 10.
On the Tuesday night super movie at 7, Paul Newman and Henry Fonda star in the classic drama Never Give an Inch.
Now, that ain't no new truck, but I sure do feel better.
Never give an inch. That's the old Stamford motto, isn't it?
Never Give an Inch, Tuesday night super movie at 7 on KPLR-TV, Channel 11.
Well, ladies, there wouldn't even be time for one complete round, so I'm going to have to ask you both to return to our next show. Would you do that, Melody?
Certainly.
Betty, our congratulations to you, Melody, for winning $550. Our regrets that the devil got you. But if you return to the next show, and if Betty will allow you to beat her, you will get a chance again at the devil. I know Betty's going to try her hardest not to let that happen, and we'll wish both of you good luck on the next program. So then, until we meet next time, for all of us here on The Joker's Wild, thank you for watching this, and we hope subsequent episodes. Bye-bye, everybody. Nice to be with you.
Some of our departing contestants will receive a collection of Milk Plus 6 beauty care products, including shampoo plus conditioner in one, cleanser and 24-hour moisturizer. Milk Plus 6, furnished by Revlon. Also, new Purina Moist and Chunky tastes better and now cost less than the leading competitor. Moist and Chunky dog food, better taste for your dog, lower price for you. Plus, easy-to-use 12-inch pre-pasted wall-covering squares. Dip them in water, slip into place, tough washable Claire squares in 24 colorful patterns. Also, serve your kids a golden griddle pancake breakfast with 40% more protein than a typical breakfast. Golden Griddle makes good nutrition delicious.
The Joker's Wild is a Jack Barry and Dan Albright production.
That mastermind of masterminds did not quite get the better of Little Jack Wright in the top quiz show Mastermind on Benny Hill and Friends. Tonight at 10 on KPLR-TV, St. Louis.
Good evening. Here's what's happening. Britain and Argentina have entered the first full week of large-scale fighting over the Falkland Islands. Both sides suffered losses, but reports from the South Atlantic indicate Argentina suffered the worst in today's exchanges.
Britain said today that its forces shot down 7 more Argentine jets that attacked the British beachhead invasion force on the Falkland Islands. Coupled with that came a warning from Britain that the days are numbered for Argentina's occupation of the Falklands. At the same time, Argentina warned that the battle over the disputed territory could spread to other nations. Anthony Collings has more on today's developments.
Britain said the latest Argentine air attack, the third in the past 4 days, took place against British ships in the area of San Carlos waters, where British troops landed on Friday.
We've shot down about 50 of their fixed-wing aircraft, which is an enormous loss of skilled pilots for the Argentine. We've successfully now blockaded the islands for many weeks, and undoubtedly the garrison there is getting short of food. And now, last weekend, we've successfully accomplished the most difficult military operation, which has been establishing a bridgehead. That was always going to be the most dangerous part of re-establishing our position on the islands, and it went, on the whole, very well. We suffered losses, tragic losses, but the military aim has been achieved.
The British figures indicate that since the beginning of the Falklands crisis, Argentina may have lost about 1/3 of its entire jet fighter bombers that were fit for combat. The figures show 34 Argentine Mirages, Skyhawks, and Canberra warplanes shot down, and another 4 planes probably downed. That includes 18 Mirage fighters, or about half of all the Argentine Mirages that were combat ready. Britain says that Argentina has also lost 13 light planes and 9 helicopters. Britain itself has reported losing 3 ships, 5 of its 40 Harrier jets, and 8 helicopters. Britain says it has lost 74 men killed, mostly in 2 ships that sunk and in 1 helicopter accident. Prime Minister Thatcher has rejected a plea by the Pope for a ceasefire. The Pope was one man who might have had considerable influence over the Argentines. But whichever way the battle goes for Britain now, the chances for a peaceful solution seem more remote than ever.
Efforts to find a diplomatic solution to the Falklands dispute continued at the United Nations today. Panama, referring to Britain's military action as a Hitler-right blitzkrieg, proposed a 3-point draft resolution calling for a ceasefire in the South Atlantic. Ireland also circulated a draft resolution calling for a 72-hour truce to allow UN Secretary General Perez de Cuellar to renew his peace efforts, which collapsed last week. Meanwhile, Britain scored a diplomatic victory today when the European Common Market voted to indefinitely ban imports from Argentina because of its invasion of the Falklands. Italy and Ireland were the only holdouts.
At the White House today, President Reagan held a short-notice informal news conference. It was the president's intention to make himself available to the press prior to his departure for a few days of rest and relaxation on the West Coast. The session turned into a pitch for a compromise 1983 Senate budget proposal and a tongue-lashing of House Speaker Tip O'Neill. Dave Browdy reports.
The president came out pitching hard for his latest attempt at a budget compromise, the one he calls the bipartisan recovery budget. But reporters wanted to know about House Speaker Thomas O'Neill's claims that cuts in medical benefits will result.
I think it is very obvious after last year and this year that the Speaker is obsessed with the idea of trying to create a Social Security issue for the coming election. And I think that's pretty irresponsible.
The president explained the cuts would only be felt by hospitals and other Medicare service providers, not by individual welfare recipients. But what would happen if, as some on Capitol Hill are claiming, hospitals which lose benefits close and medicines aren't available?
That all of you have the means to reduce the fears of the Social Security recipients, fears that have been aroused by the demagoguery from those guys on the Hill.
The president did not call Speaker O'Neill to clarify or apologize for his remarks. Indeed, a White House aide said the remarks are exactly the way the president feels. There's no telling exactly how the Speaker felt when he heard them, but it's a safe bet he was almost as angry, if not angrier, than the president when he made them. At the White House, this is Dave Browning.
Speaker O'Neill today repeated his charge.